Well, let's just say when rings started off, I dropped my wife at the door of Marriage Resource Centers because I thought she needed some help. So I was like, get some help from marriage and then come home.
And often what would happen is I would start to feel sad and I would get, feel emotionally disconnected.
With us working different hours for several years, we kind of felt a little bit disconnected.
And we didn't have the tools. I didn't know what to do or say to try to connect. And so inevitably I would just start crying. And most guys don't do so great with girls when we just start bawling uncontrollably.
We were only married for a few months when we went to the Marriage Resource Center, and just our communication was just down. It just fell. It was bad.
So yeah, there was lots of times where she would feel disconnected or I would feel disconnected. I wouldn't even really realize I was feeling disconnected.
He dropped me off and he thought that I needed counseling, and I was totally just anti even going to the Marriage Resource Center. I was totally anti-counseling because I thought he was the issue, and vice versa, he thought I was the issue.
What would happen is we would respond by getting angry or just being quiet or shutting down or crying or the opposite of communicating, and we would basically not be on the same team.
I found out that my wife wasn't the issue. It was a two-way street. I was a gorilla. I was the one always, trying to make things happen aggressively rather than just, through care and conversation to fix a problem. So
not that we always fought a lot, but I always would find myself frustrated and upset, and I think it was because I didn't understand, where he was coming from. And I think just getting those tools to communicate, brings understanding.
To understand about that now, our marriage and our relationship, our conversation has went leaps and bounds. So.
And all throughout that time we were learning and growing together about what it meant to be married and how to communicate. But I don't think we ever really had great tools for how to connect.
I just think, just being able to, at least for me, just being able to understand where he's coming from when we have a miscommunication or an argument, I think I don't think that I'm not as angry with him anymore,
It helped us to maybe identify the things that was making us feel disconnected with each other, and some of the symptoms and some of the ways to fix them. And so all said and done, afterwards, we have those tools now, and it's been a lot better.
Well, then I learned that Marriage Resource Center wasn't about me dropping my wife off there to get help. It was about us getting help together.
Understanding each other's personalities and love languages and all that kind of stuff just helps your marriage to grow and understand each other, and just a reminder that we're on the same team. We're not enemies here.
Hey, let's be on the same team. Let's actually talk about those things and not feel weird about that. Just, we want to get it right. We want to make it the long haul and stay married and love and stuff like that.
Stay married.
We definitely learned how to talk to each other better. Our communication got stronger. And I think now, we've been married almost 5 years, and I think it's definitely strengthened our marriage. And
I understand now when you're doing something and you're saying I love you, and when I'm trying to give you something, I think you understand now that it's because I love you and I'm not just trying to spend your money.